Hey guys, it's me, Snow, back with another video. In today's video, I'll be covering the fairy event. So first off, when you join any server, could be your private server, public server, you'll be met with this. Now, there is a fairy event every hour. And what the fairy event does is it'll spawn these fairies that'll go to everybody's garden, and they will mutate one of your plants in your garden to have the glittering or glimmering mutation. Then what you have to do is you have to come over here to the fountain power and give said glimmering fruit. So right now it's asking for one glimmering daffodil, which I don't have, but I'll show you what happens if you did submit that. You click make a wish, and you would click offer plant. You would obviously hold out the plant if you had it, but I don't have it, so I'll show you what will happen. So you can click show the task, which is offer one glimmering daffodil. I'll show you what happens. So just skip this real quick. Now, offering is complete. There are 5 fairy favors. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Obviously, the higher the requests, the more plants you'll have to offer. After you've input the plant, you have to click make a wish, and you can choose between these rewards. And as you see here, tier 1 rewards, 31% chance of the enchanted seed pack, 31% chance at 500 fairy points, 15% chance at 5 glimmer radars, 15% chance at the fairy targeter, and 6.25% chance at the enchanted crate. Now, the enchanted crate comes with the fairy stand, fairy chair, fairy lamp, fairy gate, mushroom gnome home, the gnome wagon, fairy pond, and the fairy mirror. My personal favourite has got to be the fairy pond. It just looks best, in my opinion. Now, the enchanted seed pack at 31.25% gives you the sun bulb at 40%, glowthorn at 25%, light shoot at 20%, briar rose at 10%, spirit flower at 4.5%, and the wisp wing at 0.5%. Now, we can get out of this, and you can choose a reward. I think I'll go with the enchanted seed pack. Now it's asking for one glimmering apple, and enchanted power is up to 200, as opposed to 100. I think I'll show you guys all of the things. Now see, you can click make a wish here, and you'll choose. And if you go question mark, it'll have different percentages for different things. So now, this is a 15% chance for the spray mutation spray glimmering, and 20% chance for the enchanted seed pack. And over here, 7.69% for the enchanted egg. I'll show you guys right now what all of the pets do. Just gotta find it. Alright, the ladybug at 50% chance. What the ladybug does, its passive is all flower type plants grow 1.6 times faster, which could be a little bit better, but then again, it is the most common pet. Next up is a pixie at 29%. Every 222 to 100 seconds spreads pixie dust for 15 to 30 seconds. All plants within 30 studs will advance growth an extra 30 seconds, and it also makes nearby players levitate. Now for the imp, which is legendary and only 15% chance. What the imp does is every 7 minutes, the imp will playfully invite the player to chase it. Catching the imp will grant a random award. The imp has a 15 to 30% chance to play again on successful chase. Now, the possible rewards that we know this far is the Reclaimer, trading tickets, event lantern, and 1 to 2 mutation glimmering sprays. Next is a glimmering sprite at only 5%. Every 3 minutes and 38 seconds, flies to a nearby fruit and enchants it, applying the glimmering mutation, meaning you will be able to submit that plant into the wishing well. And finally, the cockatrice at 1% chance. What it does is it has 2 different main abilities. The first one is a silver screech. Every 16 minutes, screeches and all fruits within 20.44 studs have a 20% chance to turn silver and 1% chance to turn gold. Its next ability is Venom Spit. Every 10 minutes, spits 5 different fruits, eggs, or pets. Fruits get the toxic mutation, eggs advance by 90 seconds, and pets gain 804.80 bonus EXP, which is pretty good if you ask me. Now, we can go out of this, and I'll get the enchanted egg. I reckon I'll skip all this through, just so I can show you what it does. See? And the phantom power goes up each time. Look, see? 1 glimmering Romanesco, 1 glimmering mushroom, and 1 glimmering elder strawberry. And those are very rare fruits. Let's skip this, make a wish. And look, if you complete all of them before the fairy favor is automatically reset, you can either pay 7,500 fairy points or 59 Robux. Now, I will show you the upgrades. If you talk to the fairy godmother, you can ask her, what does the wishing well do? As I told you before, if you offer the right fruit, the wishing well will power up. Fulfilling the phantom's task will power it up, and once it is fully powered up, you'll be granted a wish with the rewards that you saw earlier. Now, if you click show me the upgrades, there are all these: the glimmer multiplier, roaming fairy swarm amount, fairy event duration, and the fairy spawn amount. So, I'm assuming the fairy spawn amount is with the events, and the roaming fairy spawn amount is just the random fairies that spawn outside of the event. And all of these cost fairy points to upgrade. So if we do this, now it's 1.1x. The roaming fairy spawn amount, it's now 4. Fairy event duration is now at 11 minutes, and fairy spawn amount is now at 4. Now, I can check the maximum. Hold on, give me a second. Alright, I found it. So, the max glimmer multiplier you can get is 2 times glimmer. The maximum roaming fairy spawn amount you can get is 7. The fairy event duration, the maximum of that is 20 minutes, but it does cost a lot at 136,000 fairy points. And finally, the fairy spawn amount you can get is up to 12. But so far, the wiki isn't showing exactly how much it'll cost, so I can't exactly tell you right now. Now, what I did forget to mention too was there is an extra thing you can do, which I'll show you guys. He's left the game. So what you can do is you have to open the guide, you have to go to Achievements, Core Plants, and this one, the Common Achievement. What you get for completing it is the Cooking Kit and 5 Silver Common Seed Packs. What you have to do is shovel 100 plants, harvest 200 carrots, gift 1 carrot, sell 500 strawberries, and gift 5 strawberries. And what that enables you to do is create different foods that you can give to Sam. So if you hold out the food, it'll show the friendship level. I don't have the cooking pot, so I can't exactly show you guys right now. But if you did, you could hold it out and you could feed it. And when you do, see this little locked icon here? It says feed NPC to unlock. Now, the different foods that are in there is the potato, which costs 3 garden coins or 839 Robux, with a floor value of 81,225 shekels at 3.80 kilos as the floor weight. There is a broccoli that costs 2 garden coins, 768 Robux, which has a floor value of 50,138 shekels at 3.80 kilos. Next, there is the Brussels sprouts, which is a divine tier, costs 6 garden coins, 897 Robux. The price floor value is 108,300, and the price floor weight is 2.85 kilos. And lastly, the cocoa mango, which is prismatic and only 10% seed chance to get in there. It costs 7 garden coins or 939 Robux, with a price floor value of 162,450 shekels and a price floor weight of 14.25 kilos. Alright, so we'll jump back into that in a second, but right now is the fairy event. This is here, high glimmering fruit chance. And as you see here, all of these fairies will come out and they'll go to different gardens and enchant the fruits in your garden with the glimmering mutation. You see that? Fairy came out of there, mutates one of the things, and then goes straight back to the tree. So this is what the fairy event looks like. So now you guys know. Now, since I don't have the friend shop available, I've taken a screenshot from another video from a YouTuber called Nooblox, go subscribe to Nooblox, showing you what it looks like when you hold out the fruits, when you're handing it to Sam, and showing the friendship level. And as I'm aware, you can only feed it once every 24 hours. Now, there is another mechanic in Grow a Garden that was recently added. It's called the Garden Ascension. What happens is earn 1 trillion shekels and meet the 1 to 3 fruit requirements, and you can choose to ascend. Ascending will reset your shekels, but give 10 garden coins each ascension. So if I ascended, my 37 quadrillion shekels will go down to 0 shekels. I'll still have my pets, I'll still have my garden, and everything else. The only thing that will reset is the shekels amount. What happens next is you can spend the coins to upgrade things like seeds in the friendship shop. You can ascend once every 24 hours, and as I said before, ascending only resets your shekels. Some of the rewards include 1 additional save slot, egg capacity upgrades, pet inventory capacity upgrades, plant inventory capacity upgrades, seeds, and more. Now, another thing is, if you open up the guard guide, go to Explorer, you look up here, the grand prize, complete all achievements to unlock 100 backpack slots. So that does that. But there's more. If you do some of these, you get the silver prismatic seed pack. And there was one up here with... It was here. Look, grand prize. Complete all achievements for the Mega Lollipop, Egg Incubator, and the Rainbow Pet Shard. Now, before I forget, there is another shard. It is called the Glimmering Shard. And what the Glimmering Shard does is it makes the pet glimmer and gives the pet a 20% chance to mutate one of the fruits in your garden, glimmering, which you can then give to the wishing well and do all the wishes. Oh, and before I forget, there are some new weather events that Jendil did add. Let me find them. Oh yeah, sorry, so going back on the level up lollipops, there's the Mega Level Up Lollipop, sets the pet level to level 100 when applied. The Gold Level Up Lollipop gives 10 levels to the pet when applied, and the Silver Level Up Lollipop gives 5 levels to the pets when applied. Mind you, I'm just taking this straight out of the Discord, because that's where I found it. Now the word Turner... What was it? Turner weather events that were added. Well, not added, but if you combine some. I can't seem to find it. Hold on. I can't seem to find it, but if I do manage to find it, I'll make another video updating all this. Well everybody, if you did enjoy the video, I thank you for watching. Leave a thumbs up, and I do have my Discord server linked in the video description. Join if you want to. You can interact with a really fun and cool community. Not just that, but also be able to enter Discord exclusive giveaways in my server. Well everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.